Everyone jokes about having the mother-in-law from hell, but this woman didn't just make her daughter-in-law miserable, she studied her. By the time anyone realized what was happening, it was already too late. Welcome back to Carmen Cosmetics. My name is Hannah. We're girly and we're weird, so grab your lip gloss, have a seat, and let's spiral. If you like content like this, make sure to hit follow, and let's get into the case. This story begins in Canada at an open house, a mother and her daughter walking around, spending time together. Her name was Alexandra. So Alexandra and her mom were walking around, spending time together, talking, laughing, when an older woman comes up to the pair and begins striking up a conversation. Her name is Yelka. She is magnetic. She's friendly, talkative. Before they part ways, Yelka casually mentions that she has a son. She says that Alexandra would be perfect for him. Eventually, the two do meet. It does work. Instantly, first dates turn into a relationship, and eventually they get married. From the outside, this relationship looks like a fairy tale. And Yelka, she's right there. Yelka begins calling often, visits frequently, offers advice. After the wedding, the couple leaves for their honeymoon. When they return, they unlock the door to their apartment, and immediately they stop dead in their tracks. Furniture has been moved, decorations swapped, personal items touched. They then open the fridge. The food that they bought is gone, and new food had appeared. That's when the realization hits Yelka. She had keys made. She used them when they were gone because in her mind, she was helping. And this is when things start taking a really bad turn. She starts showing up unannounced. The daughter-in-law is obviously upset and tells her husband that they need boundaries. And he asks his wife to be patient. Now I'm going to fast forward a little bit because this story gets really bad really fast. Alexandra ends up getting pregnant and giving birth to their first child. Surprisingly, Yelka chills out a little bit. One night, they decide to have a date night, and the husband is in charge of getting the babysitter. Well, to Alexandra's horror, he chose his mother. While they were out on this date, they get a call from the mother-in-law telling them that he is asleep, fine, doing wonderful. Come to find out, she had given him a special tea that caused him to fall asleep quickly. This turns into an emergency rush to the hospital where the doctors said whatever was given to this baby was poisonous. At this point, Alexandra asked her husband to choose between her or her mother because at this point, she had had enough. He chooses his mother, and the two split. She gets full custody of the child, and she attempts to start mending her life as a newly single mother. Yelka becomes fixated on a novel about a young woman who was murdered. She highlights the passages, underlines scenes. This book suddenly one day appears in Alexandra's mailbox, and the portions that are highlighted begin happening to her. Terrible things, situations, conflicts, creepy phone calls. Yelka never saw her daughter-in-law as family. She saw her as a character. The last line in this book that was underlined was about the character dying. Obviously, Alexandra lived in fear. Alexandra was eventually murdered by her mother-in-law through a hitman. Yelka never saw her daughter-in-law as family. She saw her as a character, and the book wasn't just a story. She wasn't just watching from the outside. She was rewriting the ending. This case is a reminder that danger doesn't always come from strangers. Sometimes it comes from someone who smiles first, someone who offers to help, someone who already has the keys to your home. That is all I had for today's case, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.